Right, it's time for a coffee break, and high time I record something for today, because that's what vlogging is about. If you're new around here, I'm Linda. I am the lady of Lady and the Frogs. There are more than one frog. There's 5 actually. Yeah, so if you're new around here, I make eBay reselling videos mainly, and I'd like to do some decluttering, but I always seem to be on the reselling. I lost my job just before the March lockdown, and pretty much the end of February. I don't know, maybe I just anticipated it, but I sourced a lot of stuff because I knew a lot of people who seemed to be making money out of reselling. So I thought, right, well, I'll give it a go. So this channel is really my journey, because we all, life is now a journey. You can't just experience it and die. You have to have a journey, otherwise you're not doing it right. So I started doing these videos because I've not been feeling it over lockdown. With lockdown part 3, and I've got lots of stuff to tidy up and sort. So this morning I've only listed about 8 things, which isn't good enough really. I think that's it. I used to do about 20 a day. But that's slid. I've got better over the years. Yeah, no, I haven't. I've got a lot of stuff to tidy up. It's probably because it's like the dregs and it's stuff that I've left. It's not right, but I need to get it sorted. So I'll show you what my stock room looks like today, because I'm quite proud of what I've done, because I have tidied up my packaging and that makes a world of difference. I've got loads of stuff there I've got to throw away, got rid of all the stupid things and actually put stuff where I can find it. But I've still got lots of bits here which I need to go through. It's just gone midday. I need to go to the post office. Not sold much. See, this is the thing about me, is that I am new to this, and I think, possibly I would have gone back to work if it hadn't been for the pandemic, but reselling's been quite nice, and I have got health issues and I have had COVID in November, so I am on the recovery journey for that. So I'll show you what I've sold, because it's 2 items. I've just sold these. I've sent out some offers, so I like to do that. I lunch every day. I like to send offers out, strike while the iron's hot, because if people have watched things, they might be wanting to buy them. This is actually something that I listed yesterday. I accidentally put it on auction previously. This was in a job lot of stuff, so it owes me nothing at the moment. I put it on for £15, £14.99, but I've just sent an offer out and got £12.99, because obviously that one, these are the moon landing Lego plates, base plates. This one's got a nasty score on it and it's really faded. The score is across there. So £12.99 is quite feasible. So I was able to go straight to where my cardboard was and find what I needed. And then I accepted an offer on this last night. I was a bit reluctant about accepting the offer, but then I just thought, it's an offer. It was £28 that I took for this. It is The Rock, Dwayne Johnson, and it's Under Armour. It's actually quite sought after, but I don't think the prices, I put it on for £35 and I don't think the prices are all that high. It says Wrestling Hawaii on the back, and I picked that up for £3 quite recently, and I've only listed that this week. But then I just thought, right, accept the offer, because I do this a lot and I just think I'll hold out for the price, and then that buyer never comes, and then you're sort of thinking, why didn't I just take the offer? And then I wouldn't have it knocking around. It was still in my pile of stuff to put away, so it saves me faffing around, and it's another thing not in storage, so it's gone. And £28 means it's a good £20 plus profit after fees. Right, so without any further ado, I'll show you what I've done, show you where I am, and thanks for listening to my madness. Wow. I am hoping that you can see a difference in here. You'll have to excuse the PPE that's hanging up, drying on the radiator, but my husband obviously had a very, very wet day of it yesterday. But I have sort of tidied. The majority of my cardboard boxes are now behind the door, which isn't the most ideal. Those are some bits that I've listed that need to go away. But obviously the boxes that are here normally are in the other room. But I have got some piled up there, so I need to get into that blue one at the bottom to put these boxes away. But this is sort of clear now-ish. And the thing that I did yesterday was put my Jiffy bags, my poly bags even, into an organisation of a sort. Because I had a load of files here, which I'm probably going to throw away because there's no point in keeping hold of them. So I've got my big ones on the bottom here, and then the main one that you always end up using, the bigger one, and then the smaller ones, and then the smaller ones here, and then padded envelopes. And I feel so much better for that, because at least now I can actually find stuff. But I still got loads of packaging here, but I am quite happy, and I've finally taken the fly tape down off the window which has been there for a while. Yeah, so I'm going to put these bits here away in here. I have done the stock take on my books. Stuff had fallen off as well, annoyingly. So I've got to take photos and relist, because I think it's things that people have bought and then just didn't bother with. Right, so I've moved I've moved stuff. Yeah, so I've stock take that and put some books in there that I've listed. So I think I've made a little bit of progress, and obviously tidied my packaging situation up. So yeah, so the PPE is really random, but it's going to rain all this week, so it's going to be a bit like that in here, because my husband's wardrobe, it's to this side. So I've said I'd swap, but he won't have any of it, so I think he likes to blame me when there's no room for his stuff. But there we go. Right, so little bit of progress. Unfortunately, the main room does still have these boxes, which I haven't yet gone through. I photographed them, but I'm going to put them on my personal account. These are the things that have come. That one had, this is one that had sold, but for some reason they didn't pay for it. And then I found these two books knocking around, and then all of that I've got to photograph. Those will go on my personal account, because obviously those are my brother's things. And all of this is some of my childhood books, which I'll put on my personal account. So I had these in job lots, so I'm probably going to put all these together now, because I did have a lot of the read it yourself stuff, but they did seem to sell just over, yeah, these ones, which some of us will remember. Of a certain age. I've kept a load of my childhood books, because I did have a lot of Topsy and Tim, and when I got them out of the loft, I did sell a load of them off, but I've kept a load of them. And then I've got the Little Miss books. I sold my Mr. Men ones, but I haven't sold these, and I'm not really quite sure why these fell off my listing thing. But there you go. Hopefully I'll be able to put all them all on a job lot. I think I'll leave them on a job lot on their own. These are an example of some of the ones that had pen marks on, which I did actually manage to get off. They're really quite damaged anyway. Yeah, so I've got to redo this. But as with the personal account, it's probably best to wait until it's cheap listing. I don't expect to get much for these, even though, you know, a lot of people do get decent money. That's one of the really early ones. Who on earth is this? Oh my god, 1958. Yeah, so these are the older ones. So you'd think that I'd be able to get money for these, but no chance. There is another thing as well. I used to have my own library when I was a kid, so I think some of them have got, yeah, my little library tag in, and please return by. So they're not collectible in any way. I still haven't been to the post office. I've sold something which I'm waiting for payment, so you know, who knows when that's going to happen, but I thought I'd give it a little bit because it's 1:30. Well, it was 1 o'clock when I started this job, so I started going through all my boxes. Catching. So now I've got a pile of stuff, absolute load. All of this. There doesn't seem like there's any issues with it. 2 hats, new with tags. And in here I've got some North Face stuff. This is children's. I think I've bought this in error, but you know, North Face will sell. So it does say junior on it. So I've got another t-shirt which is North Face, which has got a repair job on it. So that's waiting for that other t-shirt to be repaired. So all of that I'll probably tackle tomorrow and do photos. Although if I'd sorted through it yesterday, I could have done photos today because it's slightly okay with the weather wise. And I've got 2 things here. So I've got this other box here, which is all my sewing jobs. So that's what I'm going to start doing. And then this box, which is the contents of this, that is all stain removal stuff. So I think a lot of it I've already tried washing with standard detergent. So I'm going to try the tried and tested old version of baking soda and white vinegar, spraying the stain and then rinsing, and then it says soak in a solution overnight. So I might give that a try. But these 2 garments here, can't for the life of me work out what's happened with these, because to me that looks okay. With it being a white top, I'm almost convinced that there's something that I'm missing, because why on earth, I don't know. I think I've had this since the summer. I don't know, I can't see anything. Maybe something will just be really obvious on camera that I can't see, but I think it's okay. We'll find out on the ironing board. So I'm going to put that there. I'm just a bit like, if it's a white top and it was in one of these boxes I haven't dealt with, what's going on? What was that? So that was Bowden, and this is another Bowden top. Maybe it's just that I got these 2 together. I'm fairly certain this had a stain on it. Or maybe it's just because it's summery that I haven't done anything with it. I don't know. I thought it had sort of like an aged mark on it, like a sort of like rust stain at some point. Not a clue. So I'm going to put that on the pile of stuff to do. I might do the hats today because obviously it's horrendous weather, so people are going to be looking for hats. So this is the stuff which is I'm going to try and wash. So I've got these Hugo Boss trousers. I'm not sure what it is about it, but I think it's this. There's something odd going on. Let's try and move the camera. And then there's a lot of claptrap going on in the background. Right, the light's over there. Let's take it over here. Let's take it over here. I've got my crazy curtains. I'm sure that there's a white mark on this bit here. So I think that's what I'm trying to get out, and it's very yeah, there's a white mark there as well. It just doesn't look quite right, so I think I'm going to try and get that out. Since these are Hugo Boss, it's probably dry clean only, but somebody's, I don't know, maybe they're trying to say, yeah, it's okay, Linda, you can go, you can stick it in the washing machine. They've like randomly cut off the bit that tells me whether it should be avoided or avoiding the washing machine. And oh no, it says it's machine washable. Right, so right, we're okay, it's going in. It's going in, it's going in. This I've washed previously. So I've got my, see, some of them don't have my things on. And now I can't see it. There's a little mark there on that one. I'll just move it along from it. I don't know if you can see. Yeah, little mark on that. So that one is going to be done. These are something that I went to list the other day, and I've already photographed them and they were fine. And in the process of them being in my world, they've got a stain on them, which I now can't see. Oh, come on. There's a stain there somewhere. Where is it? I'll tell you, this place is haunted. Let's just bungle this in here. That's the jacket that I want to keep. This is a return which is covered in stains, so I need to buy, it's covered in marks all over it. I don't know, I feel like maybe I missed it. These have got pit stains, hence why. This is a J Brown's, and it's quite a rare print, so it's technically worth 25 to 30, because I've never seen this penny farthing skeleton print, but it's got really bad pit stains beyond a joke. So they need to have this baking soda epic. I can't think where the stain is on this. I thought I had a peg on it. Now I can't find the peg. But I think because of it's been like flinging around in boxes and I keep not dealing with it. I haven't dealt with it. I've lost the peg in the process. See, I thought that this had Angora or something in it, but it hasn't. So there was something on it and I can't see it offhand what it is. I think it's just generally very grubby, so that's going to have a soak. This I think I've washed both of them, that's why they haven't got the peg on it, because I remember it going in with this. This has got a stain there. Now there's too much light on my camera. The sun's just come out. The stain is there. You can't see it. It looks like blood. Oh good, there's a fuse in there now. Wow, that's probably telling of something that's about to happen. So I'll put my peg on there because I'll be wandering later like I'm wandering with that other. This has got something on the waistband. But there's no real rush with these because obviously they're holiday shorts, they're linen, but they're Reese. They sell for about 30. I can't see where it is. But there's something, it's really like pink. Something really random on it. Can't see it now. But I know every time I come to take a photo in decent light, I see it. This is my trouble, is that it's so dark because it's winter. This is totally the wrong time to be coming around to doing this. This is an odd one. This has got pit stains. I don't know what's going on with this because it's got a really nice label inside and a label that has got an RN number, and when I put the RN number in, it comes up with Ed Hardy. So if you've seen the prices for Ed Hardy t-shirts, you will know that you're talking like 50 quid, maybe 100, maybe more. But I don't think it is. I think it's a knockoff of something else, so it's not going to be sold for very much. And then I've got this jewels top here, which has got some it's got one of my hairs on it. Dump that in the plant part of all places. It's got some little flecks on it. 1 and 2. So I'm going to try and get them out. Okay. And then this, which these obviously aren't going in for a soak. These are silk ties. It says to just put corn flour on to pull the stain out, but obviously that's if you're at a do and you've just had the incident happen. These have been there for years. So I've got one there, and then I've got like egg or something at the bottom. So that's got to be tackled. And then this is Christian Dior tie. It almost goes in with the pattern on it. This is absolutely lovely, this tie. But if you look on this flower here, there's a bit of discoloration. So I'm going to try and see what I can do. It says you don't put water on it because that ruins the fibres. And you just put baking soda on it and it sort of lifts it out, but I don't know how it's going to do that. I mean, how is that going to happen? And then you're just going to have baking soda or corn flour on your tie instead. So I don't know how these things I really don't know how I'm going to tackle that, but 2 ties floating around would be nice to sort. Okay, so obviously I've got that big box there, which is my sewing stuff. I won't go into that today. I'll probably do a separate video showing you the defects on there and what I'm going to do with them, and I'll just put that on separately to my vlog. But that's going to be some, well, not separate to my vlog, and a vlog outside this vlog, a vlogette. So I'm going to stop what I'm doing there. Now I've got these 2 things that are paid for that are parcelled up. I'm waiting for somebody to pay for some Joseph Ripkoff trousers, which are really nice. They're covered in sequins, which I normally avoid sequins like the plague, but these, I checked them and they were really fabulous. So I only paid £2 for them, I think, and I've sold them for 35. I'd had them on for 40. They're very blingy and nobody's going out for a party, but there you are, I've got 35. I haven't paid. I've also got a coat which somebody sent me a nice message with saying, will you accept any less? And they sent me an offer of 25, and I was happy with that because it was just F and F. And now it's grasshoppers and there's nobody there. And then another one that hasn't been paid for, which is a COS jumper. That they sent me some wild message about somebody being ill, so why have I accepted the offer? Well, you know, because you just sent me an offer of £20 and I thought that was okay, so I accepted it. You know, and it's been a week, so the only reason they got in contact was because they'd obviously had the message saying pay up, dickhead. Right, so I'm gonna get on with that, do the post office, and probably list some of the bits that I've got. So I'm gonna stop it here, and if you've enjoyed this, please subscribe, it would be really nice. Yeah, goodbye from the frogs, or one frog. Okay, so thank you for watching, and I'll see you again tomorrow. I have been paid, so I will show you these Joseph Ripkoff trousers before I send them. They're probably in one of my previous hauls, but this is they. So you can see these are very, very bling. And yeah, nice to get them out of the way before something falls off. It goes all the way around to the other side. So yeah, two sides of potential loss, and it really is quite detailed. Yeah, so 30 quid for them, and I paid 2. So, right, going to the post office. That's it. That's your lot. I'm going. See ya. It heard me say I was going to the post office, so it started battering with rain. Absolutely typical. So yeah, it snowed last night. The last bit of the snow is going.